buy me a new device every year. Back in her day, things were made to last. What's wrong with this phone? It's a good phone. It works just fine. I tried to pick up, but the screen wouldn't unlock, which happened when it got too cold. I fumbled with it, growing frustrated. Next door, the front screen slammed, and Gina trudged outside, dragging her shovel. "What?" she said. "My phone is frozen again. Literally." "It's protesting," Gina said. "I don't want to be out here either." She spoke with a soft New England accent, the only one I'd heard that sounded sweet. I tried to answer again. This time it worked. "Hello," a man said on the other end of the line. "I'm Tony from Tire Max America, and I'm calling to tell you about our end-of-winter deals." My heart sank. "Not interested," I mumbled, and shoved my phone into my pocket. "No word from your startup oven thing?" Gina asked. She was talking about the Foundry. "Incubator," I corrected. "Ovens cook things. Incubators warm things gently to foster life." "Whatever." But no word yet. The Foundry. It called itself a school, but really it was where all the young tech prodigies got their start. The only one of its kind. Only 20 kids were accepted, all expenses paid for 1 year to live on campus in Silicon Valley and compete to be that year's founder. Whoever won got $1 million in seed funding and, maybe even more importantly, the fame and respect that came with everyone knowing your name. I'd wanted to go since I was 10 and saw a newspaper article about Mitzy Erst, kid genius and Foundry alum who'd invented Find Me, the first facial recognition app that let you search your photos by word. She went on to found a bunch of photo editing startups, the most famous being Daguerreotype, which made new photos look like they were from the 1800s. Mitzy wasn't a kid anymore, but I still had the clipping taped to the wall by my bed, along with a few old profiles and an interview where she talked about how anyone with a good idea could make it to California if they worked hard enough. Just apparently not me. I didn't care so much about the money or even winning, though of course both would be nice. What I really wanted was to finally be around people who understood me. People who wouldn't see me as an eccentric basement dweller who only knew how to talk to computers, who would look at Wiser and see her potential, and mine. I surveyed the snow in front of me, feeling miserable. Who decided this was a habitable environment for humans? I asked. Click, select, and delete. Why hasn't anyone invented that yet for real life? "It's on you, I guess," Gina said with a smirk. "Though I don't know what you're complaining about. Your driveway is 4 feet shorter than mine." Gina was the youngest of 4 and spent most of her time trying to talk over her brothers, which taught her how to be loud. She was the polar opposite of me. Short where I was tall, round where I was bony, charming where I was awkward. She loved winter, even though she complained about it all the time, and spent her evenings fantasizing about having her own room, while I sat alone in my empty apartment, wishing it were full. She was hopeless with technology and preferred sports, both watching and playing. We'd lived next door to each other since we were kids. "This is the only time of year that I'm glad I don't live in a big house," I said. "Can you imagine shoveling one of those long, winding driveways?" "If you lived in a house that big, you'd probably have enough money to pay someone to do it for you," Gina pointed out. "If I had that much money, I'd move somewhere with no snow." Gina closed her eyes. Florida. California, I fantasized. Palm trees. Blue water.